All right, so are you ready to dive into this deep dive on switching up your cardio routine?
Absolutely.
Awesome. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
We're ditching the treadmill today and taking things outside.
I like it.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of fitness articles and videos we're going to be looking at. And some of the stuff we found is pretty surprising.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, did you know rollerblading can burn as many calories as running?
Wow. That brings back memories. I used to rollerblade all the time as a kid.
Right. Me too. Maybe we should bring that back.
Maybe we should.
Well, the articles we have, it's called 10 Fun Outdoor Activities to Mix Up Your Cardio Routine. And it got me thinking about all the benefits of taking your workout outside. I mean, fresh air, sunshine, the sounds of nature. It's just totally different from being stuck inside a gym.
Yeah, no, you're so right. I mean, sometimes when I'm inside all day, I just feel kind of stuffy.
Yeah, totally.
Like my brain needs a reset.
Yeah, for sure. And, the EPA actually has all these findings on indoor air quality. And even in cities, it can be pretty bad.
It's true. Sometimes going outside is like the only way to actually get some fresh air.
It's like hitting the reset button for your lungs.
Exactly.
Now, even though we're heading outdoors, this article still emphasizes all the classic benefits of cardio. Like heart health, blood flow, stronger lungs, stronger muscles. But it also acknowledges that treadmills can be, well, a little boring.
Yeah, not everyone loves the treadmill.
No, they can be a bit monotonous.
For sure. And that's where variety comes in, right?
Yeah, tell me more.
Okay, so several of the articles we're looking at today, including the 10 fun outdoor activities. One, they all talk about how our bodies are so good at adapting. So like if you're doing the same workout day after day, you might hit a plateau because your muscles aren't being challenged in new ways.
Oh, so that's why it's good to switch things up.
It's exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By incorporating different types of movement, we can actually prevent our bodies from getting too comfortable, so to speak. And that leads us to the fun part, all the outdoor activities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what caught your eye when you were going through all these sources? What looks fun?
Well, both 10 fun outdoor activities and 13 outdoor workout ideas both mention hiking.
Yeah.
Which is awesome for your heart rate.
And you get to be out in nature.
Exactly. And the 13 outdoor workout ideas article actually breaks down which muscles you use when you hike, which is really interesting. And it talks about how to choose a trail that's right for your fitness level.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Did you know that hiking uphill for like an hour can burn over 500 calories?
Wow, really?
Yeah. That's more than jogging.
That's a serious workout. Okay, what about something a bit less intense? Maybe like cycling.
Cycling is amazing for your heart, and it's low impact, so it's easier on your joints.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. Both the 10 fun outdoor activities article and 13 outdoor workout ideas, they both talk about how cycling's a great way to explore new places and get some fresh air, and you can adjust the intensity based on, how fit you are and where you're riding.
And what about rollerblading? I'm really curious about that calorie comparison to running we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah. 10 fun outdoor activities talks about that. Rollerblading can actually burn close to the same number of calories as running because you're using so many different muscles, and it really keeps your heart rate up.
Wow.
It's a really fun activity. It's kind of nostalgic, right?
It is. Takes me right back to childhood.
I know, right? And it's a great workout.
So I can just picture myself like rollerblading along the beach.
Yeah.
What else did you find?
Okay, well, this one's for the adventure seekers out there. 10 fun outdoor activities also mentions mountain climbing.
Oh, wow.
It's a full body workout. Super challenging. You have to be strong physically and mentally.
Yeah, that sounds intense.
It is. Definitely need the right gear, and you have to be safe about it. But if you're looking for a real thrill, mountain climbing could be your thing.
I am more of a water person myself.
Oh.
Was there anything in these sources about swimming?
You are in luck.
Okay, good.
Swimming is awesome. It's low impact and great for pretty much everyone, no matter their fitness level. It's actually mentioned in a few of the things we're looking at today. 10 fun outdoor activities, 13 outdoor workout ideas, and also the exercises for cardiovascular health video.
Nice.
The water supports your joints, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can still get a great workout.
I could just picture myself cooling off in a pool on a hot day. Sounds so refreshing.
The best.
Did any of the sources talk about team sports? I kind of like the idea of working out with other people.
They did. 10 fun outdoor activities, 13 outdoor workout ideas, and 8 activities to boost your cardiovascular endurance. That video, they all highlight how fun and social team sports can be.
Yeah.
Think basketball, soccer, volleyball, gets your heart pumping and you're hanging out with friends.
So it's like sneak it in your workout.
Exactly.
I like that.
And you don't have to be super competitive either. 10 fun outdoor activities actually points out that there are lots of casual leagues and groups out there just for fun. It's a great way to meet people and exercise without any pressure.
I love that.
Mhm.
What about something like tennis or badminton?
Those are racket sports, and yep, 10 fun outdoor activities mentions those too.
Cool.
They're great for hand-eye coordination, agility, and you get a full body workout.
I've always wanted to try tennis. What about dancing?
Dancing is awesome.
That's going to be good cardio, right?
It is. 10 fun outdoor activities suggest you can even incorporate dance into your everyday life.
Well, like dancing while I'm doing chores.
Exactly. Or when you're out with friends. Or just put on some music and dance around your backyard.
I love that. So fun and low pressure.
It is. And you can do it anywhere.
Okay, so we've got hiking, cycling, rollerblading, swimming, team sports, racket sports, dancing. So many options.
Right.
But how do we know which ones are best for our hearts?
That is the question. And the which exercise is best for your heart health video actually addresses that. The cardiologist in the video really emphasizes that doing anything at all is better than doing nothing, even if it's just going for a 20-minute walk a couple times a week.
Oh, so just starting small is still beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good to know.
He also suggests something called the 220 minus age formula. Have you heard of that?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it helps you figure out your target heart rate during exercise.
Oh, okay.
So you subtract your age from 220.
Okay.
So say you're 30 years old. Your maximum heart rate would be 190 beats per minute. So during moderate exercise, you want to aim for 50 to 70% of that.
Okay.
And for more intense exercise, it's 70 to 85%.
That makes sense. So it's all about finding the right intensity level for your age and fitness level.
Exactly. And what about your resting heart rate? Do you ever pay attention to that?
I don't actually. Is that something I should be looking at?
He talks about that too in the video. A normal resting heart rate is between 60 and 100 beats per minute. Knowing yours can be really helpful. Like a lower resting heart rate usually means your heart is working more efficiently.
Oh, so if mine is lower, that's a good sign.
Generally, yeah. But if it's really high all the time, it could mean your heart's working too hard to pump blood.
Okay, that makes sense.
And if it's unusually low, especially if you feel dizzy or lightheaded, you might want to check in with your doctor just in case.
Good to know. So what about people who have mobility issues? Are there any outdoor activities that are a bit easier on their joints?
There are, definitely. The video recommends low-impact activities like using a recumbent bike. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
They're way easier on your back and joints.
Yeah.
Or there's acrocise. That's exercising in the water, which is amazing because of the buoyancy.
Oh, yeah.
And then swimming, like we talked about earlier, is great, especially for people with things like osteoarthritis.
So even if you have limitations, you can still enjoy being outside and getting your heart rate up.
Exactly. There's something for everyone. You just have to find what you enjoy and what feels good for your body.
This is all such great information. I'm already feeling inspired to get outside and try some of these things.
Before we move on to the next part of our deep dive, what was the most interesting thing you learned from all these articles and videos?
You know what really stood out to me was how much they talked about the mental and emotional benefits of exercising outdoors. It's not just about burning calories, it's about connecting with nature and feeling good.
Yeah. I know I didn't really think about that before. It really is an experience.
It is. It's not a chore. It's something you look forward to, something that makes you feel good.
Well said. Well, we have a lot more to talk about, so let's take a quick pause here, and we'll be right back to explore even more ways to make outdoor cardio part of your life.
Okay, welcome back. I'm ready to go even deeper into this whole outdoor cardio thing.
Me too.
We've covered a lot so far.
Yeah, we have.
But I'm curious to learn more. So in the part, I thought we could focus on understanding how our hearts actually respond to exercise. So we can make smarter choices about our workouts.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So one of the videos we have, exercises for cardiovascular health. It really dives into the science behind different types of exercise and how they affect our hearts.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, me too. So it highlighted aerobic exercises like brisk walking, running, swimming, and cycling as being really good for improving circulation.
Those are the ones that really get your heart pumping, right?
Yeah. And I remember it even mentioned something about aerobic exercise improving something called cardiac output. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, so cardiac output is basically the amount of blood your heart pumps per minute.
Okay.
So when you do aerobic exercise regularly, your heart gets better at pumping blood, so it can deliver more oxygen to your muscles and organs with each beat.
Oh, so it's like giving your heart a workout too.
Exactly.
And making it stronger and more efficient.
Right. And the video also talked about how for people with type 2 diabetes, aerobic exercise can really help regulate blood sugar levels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they recommend at least 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week.
Wow, that seems like a lot.
It does, but you can always break it up into smaller chunks throughout the day.
Oh, okay, that's good. So even a little bit here and there can make a difference.
Absolutely.
Now, what about strength training? Does that play a role in heart health, or is it more about building muscle?
Strength training is definitely good for your heart. The video actually specifically mentioned how resistance training is super important for people who carry extra weight around their midsection.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it helps lower LDL cholesterol.
Which is the bad kind, right?
Yep, the bad one. And it can actually increase HDL cholesterol, the good kind.
I always get those confused. Can you remind me what the difference is?
Yeah, so LDL cholesterol is bad because if you have too much of it, it can build up in your arteries, and that increases your risk of heart disease.
Right, okay.
HDL cholesterol is good because it actually helps clear out that LDL cholesterol from your bloodstream.
Oh, so resistance training helps us have a healthier balance of cholesterol.
Well, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are some good ways to do resistance training?
Well, the video mentioned things like using free weights or weight machines at the gym.
Okay.
But you can also do body weight exercises at home or outside, like push-ups, squats, and lunges.
Oh, I like that. So you don't need any special equipment.
Exactly.
What about stretching? Is that considered a heart-healthy activity?
The video actually talked about that. So stretching itself doesn't really have the same direct impact on your heart as aerobic exercise or strength training.
Okay.
But it's still really important because it helps you stay flexible and maintain your range of motion.
Right, which is important for preventing injuries.
Exactly. And if you're not flexible or you have limited range of motion, it can actually be harder to do those other more vigorous activities.
Oh, that makes sense. So how much stretching should we be doing?
The video recommended stretching every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. And it's good to stretch before and after your other workouts, too.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So earlier we talked about how doing something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Even if it's just going for a short walk.
Right.
And which exercise is best for your heart health.
Yeah.
Video kind of went into a bit more detail about that, didn't it?
It did. They recommend at least a 20-minute walk every day, plus some resistance training a couple times a week.
Okay.
It's a great starting point, especially if you're new to exercise or haven't been active for a while.
And remember, they also talked about starting slowly and gradually increasing how intense and how long your workouts are.
Yes. It's so important to listen to your body and not push yourself too hard too fast.
Absolutely. So we've talked about target heart rate and resting heart rate, but is there like an ideal resting heart rate that we should aim for?
He talked about that too. So a typical resting heart rate is between 60 and 100 beats per minute. And a lower resting heart rate generally means you're more fit because your heart doesn't have to work as hard.
Okay.
But if your resting heart rate is super low, like way below 60, especially if you're feeling dizzy or lightheaded, you should probably talk to your doctor just to be safe.
It's crazy how much our heart rate can tell us about our health.
I know, right? It's like a built-in monitoring system.
Exactly. Okay, so we've covered a lot in this segment.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's helpful to maybe recap a few key takeaways.
Yeah, good idea.
What are the main things people should remember?
So the most important thing is that exercise in any form is good for your heart health. There's no one right way to do it.
No.
The best exercise routine is one that you enjoy and can actually stick with. And remember, doing something is always better than doing nothing.
Okay.
Even if it's just a short walk or a few minutes of stretching.
Yeah, that's good advice.
And as you start trying different activities, listen to your body and gradually increase how much you're doing as you get stronger and fitter.
Those are great reminders. I feel like I've learned so much about how exercise affects our hearts and how to make smart choices about working out.
Me too.
So what's next on our list?
Well, we've talked about all these different outdoor activities,
Yeah.
and we've learned how exercise impacts our hearts. So now let's get practical.
Okay.
Let's talk about tips and strategies for actually making outdoor cardio part of our lives.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Mm.
Okay, welcome back. We've talked about all kinds of outdoor cardio activities
So many.
and how exercise affects our hearts.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
It is. But now let's talk about the how-to. How do we actually make outdoor cardio a regular part of our lives?
That's the big question, right?
It is. So one of the videos we have, 8 activities to boost your cardiovascular endurance, really stresses how important it is to find an activity you actually enjoy.
It makes such a difference.
Right. If it feels like a chore, we're not going to do it.
Exactly. You have to be excited about it.
Yeah. So think about what you like. What are you interested in? Do you like exploring? Maybe hiking is your thing.
Yeah, or maybe you're more of a social butterfly.
Yeah.
Team sports could be perfect for you.
I love that. So it's not about forcing yourself to do something you hate.
No way.
It's about finding something that brings you joy.
Exactly.
And then once you've found something you like, the video says to start slow.
Yeah, don't go overboard right away.
No. Don't try to do too much too soon.
Start gradually, shorter sessions, lower intensity. You can always build up from there.
So it's like you're building a foundation.
Exactly.
Brick by brick. And the video also says to celebrate your progress no matter how small.
Yes. Every little victory counts.
Yeah, sometimes just getting out the door is a win.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we talked about finding an activity we enjoy, but how do we make outdoor cardio a habit, something we do consistently?
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
It is.
So Elevate Health Essentials actually recommends aiming for at least 30 minutes of aerobic exercise, 3 to 7 days a week.
That seems doable.
It is. And you can spread it out throughout the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Think about how you can move more in your everyday life. Can you walk or bike to work?
Oh, yeah?
Take the stairs instead of the elevator?
Yes.
Even just standing up and stretching every hour can help.
I like that. So it's about being aware of those opportunities to move.
Exactly.
Okay, so before we wrap up this deep dive, were there any other gems of wisdom from Elevate Health Essentials that we should mention?
You know what's really important? Don't forget to warm up before your workout and cool down afterwards.
Oh, yeah, that's so important.
It's tempting to skip, but it really helps prevent injuries.
Yeah, it helps your body prepare for exercise and then recover afterwards.
Exactly.
Wow, this has been such a great deep dive. I'm feeling so inspired to get outside and move my body.
Me too. I feel like we've learned so much from all these different sources.
We have. It's amazing how much information is out there.
It is.
So now it's time to put it all into practice.
Yes.
What are you going to try first? A hike? A bike ride? Maybe some dancing under the stars?
Ooh, tough choice. I think I'm going to go for a hike this weekend.
That sounds awesome. And remember, the best way to learn is by doing.
So true.
So get out there, have fun, and explore the world of outdoor cardio.
Yes. See you out there.
I hope so. And to everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
See you next time.